MLB player props for today. Start off the show though. In premium plays, I am red hot, 12-2 in my last 14 premium plays. You can get those over on Picks and Parlays, Winners and Winers, and Stat Salt. Link is in the description below. But not just doing good with the premium plays, also doing pretty well with player props as well. So it's been a fantastic last 4 days since the All-Star break ended. 4 consecutive profitable days, up 13.32 units the last 4 days. So I am a streaky bettor. I like to ride streaks. I'm personally streaky when it comes to wins and losses. And right now, everything is going great. So hopefully we'll keep that going here on today's slate. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. The CFL free pick videos, which did absolutely fantastic last week when it comes to views. Thank you to all the new viewers that watched those videos. I'll be most likely coming out with one tonight for Thursday Night Football, so stay tuned to those videos coming soon. But we will jump into a recap of what happened yesterday, starting with the Orioles and Guardians game. Gunnar Henderson did get a hit and an RBI, but unfortunately was unable to get the second hit for us. I was considering the over 1.5 hit run RBIs, but I believe it was around minus 125, minus 130 for that. So that is why I did go with the over 1.5 bases, which unfortunately lost. George Springer over 1.5 bases, sadly lost as well. I cashed my premium play with Jay's money line, but lost the over 8 as the Yankees unable to score more than one run. And Kevin Gausman, really, I shouldn't have went with the over 8. Kevin Gausman, we saw it against Cleveland when he had extra days off. And then we saw it again yesterday against the Yankees. But when Gausman has some extra days off, he is absolutely lights out, which we saw. The Jays once again beating the Yankees at home. Now they broke their franchise record for most consecutive wins at home with a win in their last game. Heading over to this one, Nick Kurtz. I know he's not watching, but wow is all I can say. Nick Kurtz, continue to bet him day after day after day, and he continues to cash day after day after day. Decided to get a double in his second at bat and cash just over 1.5 bases, and then in his third at bat, he said, "Oh, I'm not done yet," and he obviously cashed the home run plus 350. Corey Seager got a late hit, unfortunately, wasn't able to get the multiple bases, so that was a loser. But to make sure that it was a profitable day on the show yesterday, Eugenio Suarez, Mr. Home Run, who leads the NL in home runs or leads baseball in general, with I'm not quite sure on that, either the NL or baseball in general. Hit a home run again yesterday. Didn't hit 2, but we only had him for 1, so we're happy. Plus 285 with Mr. Suarez. So profitable in premium plays, profitable in player props, and we'll look to keep that going here in today's slate. First game we're going to be talking about is the Baltimore Orioles and Cleveland Guardians, which we talked about yesterday. First, before we do that, I'll jump into the chat. Mr. Edelman, ... Hello, Timothy. Stowers over 2.5 run hit RBIs plus 165. Yep, you gave that out on yesterday's show. Great job, Tim. See, aren't player props fun? Aren't they fun? Hey, Tara, how's it going? Hey, Robert, nice to see you. Things are pretty good right now, I gotta say. Things are pretty darn good. When you're winning, things are always great. Today, Joe Adele, over 1.5 hit run RBIs, plus 100. Oh, against the Mets. And then Rich Hill over 3.5 strikeouts. Wow. That's interesting. So Tim isn't fading Rich Hill. He's kind of backing him in a way. Nice hit, but I don't bet any home run prop if it's under plus 400. Plus 285 is a joke, in my opinion. I get that, but I don't know. Plus money is plus money to me. I don't really look at it in that way personally. For me, it's kind of, it depends on the streak and all that. So, but to each his own. But this game, Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Guardians. For Baltimore, we have Brandon Young, who I guess you could say has not had the best start to his MLB career. 0-4 with a 7.52 ERA in 6 starts, giving up 36 hits and 22 earned runs in 26.1 innings pitched. So it has just not gone well for him. His last start against the Miami Marlins, 9 hits and 7 earned runs, which is not good against anybody, but especially when you're playing the Marlins. Now he has to face this Guardians team, which the bats are starting to heat up a little bit for them. And then on the other side here for the Guardians, we have Joey Cantillo, who is 1-0 with a 4.17 ERA in 3 starts, 24 games played so far this season. And I probably should have taken him yesterday, but it's all good. Jose Ramirez, over 2.5 hit run RBIs for plus 130. The guy's just on a tear right now. He has at least 3 HRRs in 9 of his last 11 games. So he has been incredibly consistent. You're going to give me plus 130 here with this against a pitcher that has absolutely struggled with a 7 ERA in 6 starts. And now he has to face Ramirez, who has been absolutely red hot. Most likely he probably walks Ramirez, but we can get our runs, we can get our RBIs through walks, and then can't walk him every time. And if you do, we'll get a couple runs, RBIs. So I like Ramirez here for the Guardians. Robert's going Ramirez 2+ hits at plus 186. Okay, I like that. And Cleveland team total over 4.5 plus 109. That's actually really appealing. Plus money for the only issue for me is that the Guardians, an offense that I don't necessarily trust for a team total, really, but against Brandon Young, they should definitely hit. So we'll see if they can do that. But moving on along to our next game, we have the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs here in this one. For Kansas City, Rich Hill making his season debut, but definitely not his major league debut. He's been around for a little bit at 45 years old, 90 and 74 in his MLB career with a 4.01 ERA. So he's been around for a bit. He will be going against Matthew Boyd for the Cubs, 10-3 with a 2.34 ERA on the season. He's been absolutely fantastic, especially recently. 5-0 in his last 7 games with a 1.26 ERA, not giving up a run in his last 2 starts against St. Louis and the Yankees, going 5 innings and 8 innings. 7 hits, no earned runs, 15 strikeouts. The guy has been really good. And of course, that is why we're seeing the odds that we're seeing here for this game. I kind of want to look at the Cubs, but I believe the Cubs run line is, I think, minus 120, minus 110 for the Cubs run line. I would prefer plus money for the run line, especially for a team that's at home. So ultimately, I didn't get to a side or total here in this game. But to have a player prop, of course, Ian Happ over 1.5 hit run RBIs, which is minus 105. I know, not plus money, but Hap, multiple HRRs in 4 of his last 6 games. He's 3 for 6 against Hill with 2 doubles. So he's seen him well in the past. He's hitting the ball pretty well right now. So I'll take him for over 1.5 hit run RBIs here in this game. Might sprinkle Ramirez home run again, hit for you yesterday. I could see that. Plus 200 for a Ramirez walk. Oof. I think there's value there. Now, I'd have to look at Young and see how many walks he gives up specifically. But Ramirez is a guy you want to walk because you don't want to pitch to him. So I could definitely see him getting walked at some point. Suzuki home run, Crow, Armstrong is hurt. So I do believe he's out of the lineup. But even if he does play, he is not 100%. So I would personally stay away from him. But team total over 5.5 plus 100. Best of luck. Moving on along to our next game. The Athletics and the Texas Rangers here in this game on the mound for the Athletics. We have JT Ginn, who is 1-2 with a 4.91 ERA and 11 games played, 4 starts. In his last few games, he's only really pitching 1 to 2 innings. So I'm not exactly sure how much he's going to pitch in this game. On the other side for Texas, we have Jacob deGrom, who is doing Jacob deGrom things. 9-2 with a 2.32 ERA on the season in 19 games played. His normal elite self here against the Athletics. So you might be thinking, okay, well, it's deGrom's pitching so well. There's no way that Terry's going to take Nick Kurtz props today, right? Wrong. Going back to Nick Kurtz, over 1.5 hit run RBIs plus 125 and over 1.5 bases plus 155. I get it. DeGrom is DeGrom. He's pitching very well right now. But it's not like he's pitching no-hitter after no-hitter. He's been giving up 2 to 3 earned runs his last 3 starts, 4 to 5 hits over 5 to 6 innings. So he is giving up hits. He is giving up some runs. Obviously not getting torched like other pitchers, but that's fine. The reason we are getting such great odds on Kurtz props over there is because of DeGrom. Nick Kurtz, multiple hit run RBIs in 11 of his last 13 games, and doesn't just have 2 bases. He has 4 bases in 10 of his last 13 games. So with stats like that, give me Nick Kurtz. Over 1.5 hit run RBIs and over 1.5 bases. Kurtz 1 for 4 against DeGrom with a single. But I think he has a good game here. He's playing the best baseball of his very young career. But he is absolutely on fire, and I'm not jumping off now. That's for sure. Here in this one. A's plus 194 in the money line. Good luck. It's a nice plus money dog, but I haven't bet on the A's very much to win, but they are a good team for props. And also, Shea Langeliers has good numbers against DeGrom. I think he's 3 for 4 or something like that against him. So he's been very good against DeGrom. So I would keep an eye on Shea Langeliers here in this game. Young has walked a lot in his outs, but in his last 2 games, 0. 8 in the last 5 games, but 0 in the last 2. Okay, interesting. Ultimately, I don't end up betting guys for walks personally myself, but there is value there. I don't want the Twins to trade Joe Ryan. Yeah, I get that. The Twins are, I don't know what to say about them. They need new owners. That's basically the number one thing to say. But, and probably Corey Seager because I'm not betting Corey Seager today, he probably goes off. So keep an eye on Corey Seager in this game because he probably has a good game here. I may end up getting to his props later on, looking at the odds. But Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks here for our final game. For the Houston Astros, Framber Valdez 10-4 with a 2.75 ERA. He's been fantastic this season. Coming off a 6-inning, 4-hit, no earned runs game against the Texas Rangers. 5-0 in his last 7 starts. He's been pitching very well. And on the other side, for the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez, who is kind of on the other side of things, 3-6 with a 5.94 ERA in 16 starts. The last 2, 12 hits, 8 earned runs against Kansas City, 8 hits, 4 earned runs against the Padres. So not doing too well right now. This is a pitching mismatch here with Valdez and Rodriguez. That being said, we ride streaks around here, and Suarez plus 350. I'm going to go back to him one more time. 5 home runs total over his last 3 games. 4 for 21 against Valdez, all 4 singles. So hasn't necessarily had a ton of success against Valdez, but Suarez has that hot bat right now. Either he is playing really well to convince the Diamondbacks to keep him and to try to make the playoffs, or he's showing himself off for whatever team might acquire him at the deadline. But that being said, he looks like a very motivated player right now. Yes, it's not necessarily easy to get home runs against Valdez, but I don't expect Valdez to pitch all 9 innings here. So if we need the bullpen, we could get there at the end of the game. Corbin Carroll over 1.5 bases, and Josh Naylor home run plus 700. Nice odds there. I like that. And over 8.5 in this game. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. But that is today's slate. We will do our daily recap. Jose Ramirez over 2.5 hit run RBIs plus 130. Ian Happ over 1.5 hit run RBIs minus 105. Nick Kurtz over 1.5 hit run RBI plus 125 and over 1.5 bases plus 155. And Eugenio Suarez home run plus 350. Half unit plays on all the player props above, 0.3 unit on the home run prop for Suarez, as I usually do. That being said, that's it for today's slate. Premium plays available in the description below. As I said, 12-2 in my last 14 plays. So doing very well here, hoping to keep it going on tonight's slate. Nothing in the Yankees-Jays game. No, not today. When it comes to player props, I do have a premium play here in this game. But I do think we could see some runs. I thought we'd see runs yesterday on both sides, but I do think we're going to see runs in that game today. But no player props that I could really get to here. Good luck today, folks. Good to see you, brother. Thanks, Top Geo. Best of luck tonight. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Props with Terry, MLB Player Props. Thanks for watching, guys.